A Canadian company has developed a revolutionary material that will also make you invisible. Yesterday's science fiction is gradually becoming a reality. Vancouver-based company Hyperstealth Biotechnology has developed and patented a thin material that, according to its claims, provides quantum invisibility. It is capable of making certain objects almost completely indistinguishable. No power source is required. It is anticipated that in the future, constructions made from such material will be used by soldiers and police officers. The Canadian company is developing special camouflage uniforms used in the armies of the United States, India, Jordan, the United Arab Emirates, Canada, Slovakia, and New Zealand. The foundations for the invisibility fabric were laid as far back as 2010, and now the technology has been presented to the general public. Previously, interest in it was expressed by the armies of Great Britain and the United States. Guy Kramer, president of Hyperstealth and inventor of the invisibility fabric, has filed 4 patent applications for the technologies that enable its operation. Quantum invisibility, the main technology on which all others are based. A plastic-like material that provides invisibility. Light rays, entering microscopic lenses, are scattered and erased, making everything at a certain distance behind the material indistinguishable. The new type of plastic not only bends rays in the visible spectrum but also in ultraviolet and infrared light. But perhaps the furthest advancement in the development of invisibility cloaks has been made by the Chinese. Reports on Chinese social media indicate the arrival of the first 1,000 invisible military suits in the People's Liberation Army of China. There's no official confirmation, but it's known that Chinese scientists came close to creating this revolutionary technology 2 years ago. The concept of an invisibility cloak may seem more like magic than science, but Chinese researchers are diligently working on creating devices that can scatter and bend light, rendering the object behind them invisible. Previously, such devices attempted to be made based on metamaterials. These materials possess novel properties not found in naturally occurring substances or in the individual particles of the material. However, working with them is challenging, so the decision was made to use molybdenum trioxide. This material could serve as an excellent platform for controlling energy flows due to its unique properties. Modeling results have shown that rolled-up sheets of molybdenum trioxide could replace metamaterials. It already demonstrates nearly perfect invisibility. Recently, the development of invisibility technology has been attracting increasing interest from the scientific community. There are numerous theories and even prototypes for creating invisible materials. However, as reported by Euric Alert, a group of researchers from the University of Extremadura, Spain, has recently been able to demonstrate a technology for electromagnetic object masking based on the refractive properties of certain substances. Currently, the main existing technologies for creating invisibility rely on covering the object with a special substance. Spanish scientists, on the other hand, propose initially adding special additives to the details and materials of the required structures. The researchers use the latest technology called plasma cloaking, which makes not only the covering material but also the object itself invisible. The electromagnetic invisibility effect is achieved by filling the structures with special materials with high dielectric and magnetic properties. Thus, the new method allows achieving invisibility of an object without using any external interventions. Moreover, invisibility using fillers allows the object to interact with its environment without interference from external masking. At the moment, the technique is only applicable to small objects, but the authors of the study believe that it can be improved in the future to be used on larger structures. London-based company Invisibility Shield has unveiled a shield that will make you invisible. The installation, called Invisibility Shield 2.0, is made of transparent polycarbonate and thin lenses that scatter light reflected by the user and the surrounding background, creating an invisibility effect. If the product goes into mass production, it will be available for purchase at a price ranging from $68 to $883. According to the developers, it can be used, for example, for wildlife observation or in military applications. Invisibility Shield 2.0 is the successor to the original Invisibility Shield. It is reported that the second version is larger, lighter, stronger, more stable, and brighter than its predecessor. Additionally, it is easier to carry around. The shield has the shape of a curved sheet of high-quality transparent polycarbonate, which is held vertically by a frame made of the same material at the back. A series of tall and thin lenses are inserted into this sheet, each running from top to bottom. When the user stands behind the device, the lenses scatter the surrounding light reflected by their body across the entire front surface of the shield. As a result, anyone looking at the shield from the front sees only scattered light from background, which perfectly blends with the actual background. Regarding practical applications, The company says that the invisibility shield has already been used to conceal participants in a Korean dating show, to play paintball while remaining unnoticed, in stage illusions, to hide small items on an office desk, and for wildlife observation. Among the inconveniences, users cannot see clearly what is ahead through the shield and have to peek out from behind it. Here's the perfect advertisement for camouflage designed specifically for rocky terrain. Just look at how difficult it is to find the camouflage soldier among the rocks. In reality, it's not a special suit that concealed him, but a lightweight cotton shawl, something like a large scarf that can be folded and tucked into a waist bag. In practice, this technology is revolutionary and is in high demand among professional soldiers. Undoubtedly, an ordinary person is unlikely to need it, but military snipers have appreciated the opportunity to become invisible. In just a few seconds, you're no longer a person but a rock. You'll be surprised, though this device is painted in camouflage colors, the secret of its operation lies not in that. After the installation is complete, everything will become clear immediately. At first glance, it looks like a gadget for an unusual photo shoot, but in reality, this technology would be very useful for you when hunting. Experts probably recognized it right away as the so-called mirror hide. The principle of operation is simple. Thanks to the reflective surface, the enclosure blends in with the landscape, and the hunter hides inside. Naturally, you can't fool a person with such tricks, but this technology works perfectly with animals. Here is a true illusion created by automotive company Mercedes-Benz. What you see is not just a flat screen, but a fully fledged automobile. Here's how this illusion was created. On one side, the car was covered with a carpet of LEDs, and on the other, a camera was installed. It instantly transmits the image to LED panels, turning the car into a real chameleon. This even works while driving. In this way, the folks at Mercedes advertised their lineup of zero-emission cars, making them invisible to the surrounding environment. Isn't it brilliantly conceived?